Adelson, please rise. Level of planning and coordination to bring...
The courtroom stands still, every eye locked on the defendant. This isn't just another sentencing. It's the final act.
The murder of Professor Markel to fruition was significant in this case. These were not crimes of chance or opportunity, and these crimes also required you to conspire with your son and others. You certainly can choose to deny your involvement and maintain innocence. The court finds the evidence in this case is clear. You will be sentenced accordingly this afternoon. The jury
Act of a story that's gripped the nation. Today, justice delivers its verdict, and there's no room left for mercy. Balance scale. Here's where it all becomes official. The jury's verdict stands. Brain in legal terms. First-degree murder
has found you guilty on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and solicitation to commit first-degree murder, and the court previously adjudicated you guilty as to these same charges on September 4th of this year. On count 1 of the indictment for first-degree murder, you are hereby sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or release, pursuant to sections 782.04 and 775.082 sub 1 sub a Florida statutes. On count 2 of the indictment, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, you are hereby sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections that will run consecutive to count 1. The court will also sentence you to 30 years in the Department of Corrections on count 3. Counts 2 and 3 are to run concurrent with each other, but consecutive to count 1.
Means premeditation. A decision made long before the trigger was pulled. No privargins. No leniency. The gavel now writes the final chapter. And now, from life sentences to line items, money with wings, the shift is surreal. Moments ago, we heard words like murder.
As to the fees and costs, the clerk can please announce those at this time.
$2,100 as a fine pursuant to section 775.083, $105 as the 5% surcharge required by section 938.04, $20 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.06, crime stop and trust fund, $3 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.01 subsection 1, criminal justice trust fund, $50 pursuant to section 938.03, crimes compensation trust fund, $225 pursuant to section 938.05, local government criminal justice trust fund, $2 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.
Down to court fees and trust funds. But this too is justice, the paperwork that ties up the chaos. This final moment is telling. Even in the shadow of a life sentence, small mercies matter. The judge grants a placement request, a human touch in an otherwise devastating outcome. It's a reminder. In court, compassion and punishment often share the same bench.
1.5, county criminal justice education, $50 as a court cost pursuant to section 775.083 subsection 2, county crime prevention, $65 as a court cost pursuant to section 939.185, county additional court costs, and $3 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.19, teen court assessment.
Is there any lawful objection by the defense to these assessments?
No.
They will be assessed at this time. The cost of prosecution, the court will reserve jurisdiction on to determine for 60 days. If a hearing needs to take place concerning this matter, that will take place at a future time. As the defense's request for the court to make a recommendation to the Department of Corrections to place Mrs. Adelson in a facility near Miami-Dade County, I have no problem making this recommendation. The Department of Corrections will have the final say because this is an